Rickey Smiley Morning Show. The most funny in the morning. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Just another day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Ladies and gentlemen, the senior pastor of Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church, Dallas, Texas, Pastor Frederick Douglas Haynes. Pastor Haynes, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Rickey Smiley and the Rickey Smiley Morning Show family. You know I love you. I pray for you. I praise God for you. Y'all are crazy. Hey, listen, check this out. William Murphy has a song called It's Working. It's Working, meaning whenever we feel like nothing is happening, please recognize God is working. As a matter of fact, one of the lines in the song has to do with the seed that we have planted. Have you ever thought about the fact that when you plant a seed, there is so much time that goes by where it seems like nothing is happening? When you plant a seed, it's in dirty circumstances, but it's the dirt that goes to work in the seed, brings out of the seed what makes the seed become what it was divinely designed and cosmically created to become. Here's the shout right here. The shout is, I know it seems like nothing is happening, but in the midst of nothingness, God is up to something. In the midst of it seeming as if nothing is going on, I promise you there is something that is happening that is setting you up for what God has set up for you. But also the seed's testimony is this, and I love it, and that is the seed got real dirty in order to blossom. Please don't miss that, because a lot of us have been through some dirty, messy situations, but God uses the dirt, uses the mess as nutrients to bring out of us what God has placed in us, to make us what God has called us to be. But then finally, I like the seed because in the words of the magnificent proverb, people buried us, but they did not know that we were seeds. I love that right there, because it lets you know that when people give up on you, when they bury you, when they say that you're done, when they reject you, listen, they don't know you are a seed, and you work best in the midst of the dirt of rejection, the dirt of people giving up on you. You work best when people bury you and say that you are done. No, you ain't done. God is still doing something. And since God is doing something, just recognize it's working. It's working. So don't you give up. You keep looking up, because, y'all, it's working.
There it is, Pastor Haynes, man, the senior pastor of Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church. Let's get into this music. Love you, Pastor Haynes.
Yes, sir. Love you, Ricky. Have a great one.
Yes, sir. You too. Let's go.
News headlines,
entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, 14 minutes after y'all got your front page right here. Alfredas, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. It is Wednesday, September 3rd. Here's what's going on in the news. So yesterday's press conference was really all about President Trump reversing a Biden-era decision to keep the U.S. Space Command Center in Colorado. Trump announced that he was moving it to Huntsville, Alabama, and renaming it Rocket City. Why the big move? Well, it's political. Trump did admit that a lot of it is because Colorado still allows residents to mail in their votes. But reporters had one thing on their mind: the deployment of troops in Illinois.
Well, we're going in. I didn't say when. We're going in. When you lose, look, I have an obligation. This isn't a political thing. I have an obligation.
Trump blasted Chicago's murder rate, claimed black residents are calling for help, and pointed to what he calls success with the Guard in D.C., where Mayor Muriel Bowser is leaving the door open for federal forces to stick around if needed. Now, Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker says Trump knows exactly when he's planning to deploy troops, and it's now.
We have reason to believe that the Trump administration has already begun staging the Texas National Guard for deployment in Illinois.
Pritzker says Trump calling Chicago a hellhole is offensive, and he is vowing to fight any deployments in court. It did work for California, where Trump used the Guard and even Marines during protests against immigration policies. But a federal judge just ruled that Trump could not use troops to execute the laws, saying there was no rebellion and civilian police had things under control. Speaking of California, Kamala Harris may not have the Secret Service watching her anymore, but she's still covered. Her extended protection ended after Donald Trump pulled back the detail that President Biden originally approved. Now the California Highway Patrol is stepping in to handle security as Harris gets ready for a 15-city, 107-day book tour kicking off September 24th. For info on these stories and more, go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com. Now, here's a look at sports.
Rock T, the sports genius, is in the building.
What's up, man? This is some sad, interesting news. A competitive cheerleader at the University of Kentucky is facing criminal charges after cops say they found a dead infant wrapped in a towel inside a black trash bag in a closet, and police say she's the mother of the dead infant. In the Lexington Police Department say that 21-year-old Laken Sneely was arrested Sunday and charged with abuse of a corpse, tampering with evidence, and concealing the birth of an infant. How sick can you be? Man. Former NFL quarterback Cam Newton had former NFL defensive lineman Warren Sapp on his podcast, and they were discussing the difference between quarterbacks who are game changers or quarterbacks who are game managers. And Warren Sapp got a little bit confused.
The guy that won the Super Bowl with you,
Brad Johnson.
Was he a game changer or a game manager?
There's three things on my football team you don't touch. My head coach, my kicker, and my quarterback.
You're not answering my question.
What about a man's world championship or gold jacket that you can throw dirt on to say what
That's
about
not,
it?
Hold on, stop. You're taking a game manager as a sign of disrespect, and it's not. No, it's not.
Name me that guy.
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady, game manager.
Elite
The
game manager.
greatest game manager.
Yes.
Okay, so game manager is not a bad term.
Now, we said that now.
I just learned it.
Come on.
You learn something new every day.
No, what you have failed to realize if you didn't watch the whole clip.
I love Cam, man. Cam, he was just setting them up, but it is what it is, man. Follow me on social media at Rock T Holla. Brat, good morning.
Good morning, Rock T. Cardi B is off the hook, but it might be another case brewing. I got the details up next in the Hot Spot on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
The Hot Spot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and that's hot.
You can catch me at the Hot Spot.
It's the BR18.
Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It's the bottom of the hour. Time for the Hot Spot. What up, Brat?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the Hot Spot, but we bring you music, movies, and more, so let's get off into it. Well, y'all, Cardi B can finally breathe easy now that she's just been found not liable for assault and battery in a civil case by a unanimous jury. Cardi B was sued by a former security guard, Imani Ellis, for $24 million because Imani claimed that Cardi hit her, cut her face, spit on her, and yelled racial slurs back in 2018. Well, Cardi won't have to pay any damages and plans to countersue anyone in the future who drops an evil lawsuit against her. Imani Ellis spoke to the media afterwards and said she's not disappointed about her decision, but she is happy she had to have her day in court. Her lawyer says they plan to file an appeal. However, while Cardi was leaving the courtroom, she was caught on video throwing a marker at paparazzi that asked her about pregnancy rumors. Here's what went down.
Cardi, insiders are claiming that Offset is publicly bragging about getting you pregnant for the 4th time. Do you foresee any paternity issues with Stephon Diggs?
Stop disrespecting me. Don't disrespect me.
Man, Cardi, I still love you even though you just threw some stuff at me.
I don't care. You're disrespectful. Don't do that. Do you see women asking those type of questions to me? Do you see women asking those questions to me?
It's a legit
Why
question.
do you feel as a man you get to ask me those type of questions? Act like you have some manners. And your mama taught you, respect women.
Tell him, Cardi. I love her. I just love her.
I do. I love her too, man. Oh, Lord. But she just got out of court. Girl, don't throw nothing at nobody.
Can't throw nothing, man.
But only Cardi would do that. Like,
man, she
have
had
some
something in her
manners.
hand and had to let it go. Have some manners. Didn't your mama teach you better than that?
Not to throw stuff at people.
No. Teach you better than that to have some manners. Right. That's what I'm talking about. That pen ain't hurt him, but Lord have mercy. That whatever she threw, it was little. All right, y'all, moving on. Congratulations to Cardi B, by the way, for getting on the stand and saying,
Yes.
you know, most people don't want to get on the stand and don't want to testify because the lawyer will tell you, no, the other side is going to try to get you real bad. But she got up there, she said what she had to say. I didn't know you could cuss in court. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
And
yeah.
her facial
You know, you're
expression.
just trying to convince the jury your side. They need to hear from you sometimes.
Yes, and she got to be herself, and I loved it. I loved it. So congratulations to her for speaking up for herself and standing up for herself. All right, last but not least, y'all, Tyrese has never shied away from his emotions, and now he's opening up about how hurt he felt by Mary J. Blige declining his request to collab on a musical project. Now, during the IG Live on Labor Day, Tyrese admitted his feelings were bruised after Mary J. Blige passed on two of his songs. Check this out.
I tried my best to get Mary J. Blige on both songs. She passed on it. It's okay. I feel a way about it. I'm hurt. I'm really hurt. I can't lie. And I wasn't hurt that Mary passed on the song as if she didn't have a choice, because she does. She's my sister. I love her. I was more so hurt about her passing on the song because, like a mad scientist, I went into the studio, and when I tell you I customized this song, I made this tailor-made for Mary. But I ain't gonna hold that to you.
Yeah, I feel sorry. She was wrong for that, honey.
How was she wrong?
He tailor-made the song for her.
People make tailor-made songs for a lot of people, and unfortunately, they can't always do them.
Yeah, well,
Mary was on tour. If she's not still on tour, she probably got a lot going on. She might be on vacation somewhere and just want to take a break sometimes from work. And I'm sure when she get back, she gonna get back to doing another album for us. Probably. I ain't heard that she retired yet. She probably is just tired and need a break from all the stuff she's been doing.
Yeah, but still, Ricky would never do that to us. He don't even take a vacation because he come to work every day.
Wait a minute, say what?
I said you would never do nothing like that to us, honey. Like Mary did to that boy, honey. If vacation or not, she could have still took the song. He tailor-made that song
We with
for her.
Ricky every day.
Yeah, but that's why I'm saying he don't take a break. He don't do
Tyrese is not
nothing.
with Mary every day.
You say I don't take a break?
No, you don't take no damn break. You come to work every day.
Yeah, because Black Tony don't show up. They got a thing set up in the country. If Black Tony don't come to work, I have to come. So it can't be like that. So
us and
guess
Ricky
what?
are closer than
And that's
Mary
Black
and Tyrese.
and he,
Mary and
didn't do that for
Tyrese, I don't think they have a close relationship or anything. He went on Instagram to reach out to her a couple years ago about doing a song. So.
That means she should have known a couple of years ago. She should have took some time out for that boy.
Oh, my goodness. But you know what, Gary? I'm not going to do this with you this morning. We're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note, and you keep your little opinion to yourself over there until it's your time for your stories.
Oh.
All right, for more information on these stories and more, you can go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com. You can catch me on all my social media. It's So Brat. Coming up next, y'all, we got Rock T with that HBCU. No, who we repping today, Rock T?
Bring it in, Tat. Let's go holler at South Carolina State University. That's next on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show, Pimp.
Oh my God, man! That damn song right there, my kids. That song is my kids and grandkids' theme. When they hear that boot, and I think they halfway know the dance. I'm not sure if they know the dance, but they lean over and pop them damn invisible fans.
That's the best part.
They be waiting on that. Floop, 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 floop. Oh. Every time I hear the song, I think about my girls. They love it. So I went on y'all can believe this. So I'm in Dallas, Texas, chilling out or whatever, sitting there trying to put something on my stomach. And Alfredas and her husband comes walking in because I traveled across state line with some hot chicken and dumplings.
Oh my gosh.
Had the whole plane smelling like Piccadilly's. And then I didn't have nothing to really wrap it in. I had to put it in with them little, thank you bags that you order off Amazon.
Right. Yes.
And I put it on the the little thank you bag, and I'm like, okay. And so, she came to meet me to pick up the chicken and dumplings. And we was sitting there, and boy, they started ordering drinks. Super Dave, I did not know.
So embarrassing.
These Negroes need to go to AA.
Listen, I told my husband, I was like, you cannot get white boy drunk in front of Ricky. Do not be ordering the worst drinks. And he orders like the worst.
What was that drink called?
I can't even think of it. It's like the worst one that will really get you drunk. And of course, he don't even ask Ricky. He's just like, yeah, we got 2 of them. Let's go, man. I was like, cut it out. I told you we're going to be around somebody black. Stop. I had a major conversation with him when we pulled up. I almost made him stay in the car.
What did he say? How he sound again?
Come on, Ricky, let's go, man. I was like, dude, I literally told you. I'm kicking him under the table. Like, I told you before we got out of this car, don't get in here playing no Red Hot Chili Peppers. Like, cut it.
Yeah.
Like, stop.
Hey, Rick, you started getting hype. You want to hear that?
Oh, my gosh.
Right, he was acting like he played football for Texas. He was ready to run down on the kickoff.
Oh, my gosh.
He kept doing it. He kept doing his neck like he loosened up while they were making that drink.
No, it's true. It's true. I was like, oh, my gosh.
Oh, man.
This is so embarrassing.
Hey, what was the name of the drink?
I cannot think of the
I never
name.
heard it.
Yeah,
it
because
with a C.
It's the thing that gets you wasted. Like, and he was like, yeah. And Ricky was like, I don't really drink like that. Y'all should have seen his face.
Wait a minute.
My husband looked like he was about to cry.
Huh?
Like,
Gary.
what?
Yes, I could imagine.
Let me tell you when Alfreda, her white side came, I guess what she did.
What?
She walking around in the restaurant asking, do anybody want that drink that they don't want?
And y'all know I got ADHD. If y'all see me in public and you talk to me, I'll talk to you. But damn it, keep it short. Raise your hand if you got a short attention span. Yeah, y'all understand. Damn it, we didn't have no Adderall when we was growing up.
None.
We didn't have no medicine for ADHD. It was like, hey, go to the water fountain and come back. That ain't be real. Hey, people be talking to me too long. You ever have somebody talking to you too long? My ass start getting like, oh, Lord, get to the point.
That's Brat.
Oh, Lord. Oh,
Brat.
Lord. Get to the point. Jesus, help me. Jesus, help me. Get her out of my face. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Jesus, help me. Jesus. Y'all can't tell me your life story when you see me in the airport. My brain go to commercial. You be talking to me, my brain be talking to O'Reilly Auto Parts. Yeah! Oh, y'all got ADHD.
Brat, that's true, Brat.
Man, that's crazy.
Brat, that's true.
Real talk.
Y'all ain't gonna talk to Brat on the phone more than 2.5 minutes. She be like, all right, okay. She'll say, all right. Better hang your ass up.
Hold it! He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It's about that time for Gary ain't got that tea. And the color of the day, Gary. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Wednesday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. It saddened my heart, Ricky. I don't know if anybody talked to Portia Williams recently, y'all, but it's a very sad thing that's happening with Portia. Now, they're saying, y'all, that Portia, she may have won that battle, y'all, in court, honey, but they say she's finding out the hard way that winning the judgment, Ricky, just doesn't mean, honey, when your ex is living thousands of miles away. Now, according to MTO, they're saying they exclusively learned, y'all, that Portia, who scored a major legal victory in her divorce from her wonderful husband, Simon Guobardi, y'all, still, she still haven't seen a penny, Ricky, of what she's owed, honey. And she recently sued him. Now, they're saying, y'all, that back in spring, which we recall, a judge sided, y'all, with Portia, honey, enforcing the couple's prenup and granting Portia a major payout. And the order included, y'all, which this is all she was getting, honey. She was only going to get $40,000 a month in spousal support for only 15 months, and Simon was going to cover all her legal fees, half of the equity in their beautiful $8 million Atlanta mansion. Now, they're saying, y'all, on paper, it looked like a sweet victory, but in reality, y'all, they say it turned into a financial nightmare. Now, they're saying, y'all, now, Portia, she's back in court, but they say, honey, they learned, y'all, that Simon, honey, hasn't paid Portia not one single penny from that court order. They said, in fact, he already had fallen, y'all, $80,000 in arrears, y'all, on the payment that he owes. Now, they're saying, y'all, it gets worse because Simon has since been, departed from the United States, and he's not allowed to return. Now, the U.S. courts have virtually, y'all, no power, which I didn't know that they have no power, y'all, to even force him to even comply with that judgment that he did, Portia won against him. Now, they're saying, in other words, Portia, y'all, may have a shiny court order, but without Simon in the country, they say it is basically useless, honey. Now, Portia, she's back in court, y'all. She's demanding that Simon, y'all, be held in contempt, which he should, because he's refusing to honor their agreement. And they're saying all Portia is asking for is reimbursement for her $362,000 that she already spent, Ricky, covering mortgage payments on that beautiful mansion, property taxes, and upkeep on the mansion. Now, they're saying a court order requiring Simon to take out, she wants him to take out a life insurance policy with her as the beneficiary, so if he was to drop dead or something, she could get paid. And they're saying Simon, honey, she wants for Simon to clear the note on her beautiful Rolls Royce, which he allegedly, y'all, stopped paying, honey, leaving this girl with a car, honey, that Ricky, she could go to the damn mall and they could repossess her mansion. Repossess her Rolls Royce while she at the mall. Now, they're saying immediately, they're saying the payment of her attorney fees, she want that. And, honey, they're saying they could put a lien on her beautiful, and she want that lien to be removed. So it's sad that man would do this to this woman. This was his wife, and they were in love. And if the court ordered him to pay this, how could the court order you to pay something and you don't pay it? I don't understand that. I thought once you go to court.
When you're out the country, you got deported. If he was in the country, he probably would have paid it. But it's gonna be hard because, and if he don't pay it, who can subpoena him to come back to court for not doing it, for violating a court order, and he live in another country.
Right.
But that's crazy. I thought once you go to court,
you just can't have it both. It's just hard to do both ways, because if he's been deported, how do you make him abide by United States laws when he's not allowed to be in the country?
And he ain't even a citizen.
Right.
Oh, really?
He was never cleared to be a citizen. That's why they deported him.
Well, what we went to court for then?
I guess for the lawsuit and for the prenup.
Because if we didn't went to court and went through all his stuff, honey.
Well, let me ask you something. If you got kicked out the country and you suspect that your ex-wife got you kicked out of the country, would you pay anything and you in another country?
Well, if I suspect, if you loved her and, y'all was once in love and y'all didn't.
But she loved him also, right?
Well, yeah, but we done got all this stuff together, honey. Hey, if the judge says you need to pay me, you need to pay me. So I feel so bad for Portia. That's sad, honey. Especially with her, he not paying the car note. When you drive around in your Rolls Royce, honey, you go somewhere, go shopping and stuff, and you come out and your damn car gone. That's not cute.
I think she should get what she deserves, absolutely, especially what the judge and the court ordered. But I feel like Portia gonna be all right, and she all right. She doing good.
Yeah, well, because I know they got another story out there saying that she has some explicit pictures out there and stuff, because sometimes people do that to get a check.
We not gonna run with that. We don't know. She ain't got no explicit pictures.
Well, I saw some pictures. They weren't explicit.
It's a stripper at Magic City that goes by the name Portia that looked like her.
Oh.
And stuff. And she comes out on stage with a peach and everything, but that's probably who that is. I know who that is.
You know that is. Have you seen her, Brat?
No, Brat don't go to the strip clubs.
Oh, no more.
Yep.
Oh,
if I do, I go with my wife. Yeah, I definitely used to go. I love them. What you don't know is you get your songs played in the strip clubs out here, and that's how you know you got a hit. It ain't like you just go to the strip clubs just to see women, although it's a nice view, you know what I'm saying? But you go to have a good time as well, but you get your music played out here. It's different in Georgia.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, something wrong with me, because when I go to strip clubs, I can't hear the music.
You can't what?
I can't hear none of the music.
I guess not. All right.
Well, I go with my wife. She floods the floor.
Like, that was too much.
Like, get it off me. Get it off me.
Yeah, that was too much.
And everybody in there was going to say, there go Gary with us. They were hugged, but they didn't realize they didn't have no shirt on. And Gary was like, oh.
I didn't know that. I was like, oh, Lord, they didn't have no top on. I was like, girl. Go to Ricky. All right, the Collier today, honey, is one of my favorite Collier. My Collier today, y'all, is mustard. On the high end, you say mustard, and on the low end, you say beautiful brown. That's your Collier for today.
And that's a beautiful Collier. Y'all give it up again with us if you would.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. I got your wake up call.
This is Tina Madison Phillips, calling from Columbus, Ohio. Get up, all of Franklin County. Get up, get up, get up.
Good morning. This is Shelby Sage and Quest from Charleston, South Carolina, waking up everybody at Meeting Street Academy. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Good morning. It's Shanika calling from Atlanta, Georgia. I'm calling to wake up my daughter, Ariel Murray. It's your birthday, girl. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
This is Avia from Chattanooga, Tennessee. I was calling to wake up my beautiful daughter, Kinsley. Wake up, baby.
Good morning. This is Liz from New Orleans, Louisiana. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Back to it. Get your ass to work.
What's yours? We gon' let them know this. Charleston, wake up. Baton Rouge, wake up. Taylor has said, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Come on, Montgomery, wake up. Columbus, wake up. And Albany, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Appreciate it, Brat.
You're welcome, Rickey.
Oh, man, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, listen, it is about that time for the good, the bad, and the what the hell Wednesday. So happy. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Hope y'all out there driving safe. Don't text and drive. Don't text and drive. But, hey, definitely enjoy the morning show and drive. Just like text and drive, because when y'all get to laughing at us, it can be difficult. All right. So, Alfredas, what you got for good news this morning? Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday, Ricky. Well, it could be like amazing news for somebody because tonight's Powerball is up to $1.3 billion with a B. But you know what? I'd be fine with this. A guy in Maryland forgot he had already bought a Powerball ticket for the August 20th drawing last month. So he bought another one with the same numbers and won $1 million. Each ticket hit for $500,000.
Come on.
How are you that lucky?
How many tickets he bought?
2. So how can you be that lucky? Each ticket hit for $500,000.
Oh, my goodness.
That's crazy.
He's straight.
Yeah, he good.
He good now.
He
yeah,
good.
you better not let nobody know who he is. Them family, they're gonna blow him up.
You already know.
You already know, Peter. I remember who you are. No, you thank you. Thank you very much. Wait till Peter start sending them text messages and stuff. But congratulations to him. Just do that. Do they take taxes out of that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So if he won
he'll
2,
get
though,
about 100,000 by the time to go.
Pretty much.
Yeah, by the time Donald Trump and them get through digging in, he'll get about 120. I appreciate that. That's good news. Congratulations to him. And Rock, you got bad news?
Man, it's crazy news. A woman in Florida told police she met up with a 28-year-old man named Elmonte Circle at a hotel on Sunday afternoon to sell him a pair of used shoes. Now, when she got there, he asked to sniff her feet.
What?
So she was not cool with that. So she turned him down. He got upset, grabbed the shoes, and ran out to the parking lot. She chased after him, confronted him, and that's when he hopped into the SUV and hit her with the vehicle. Fortunately, she was not seriously injured. She called the police. They arrested the guy and charged him with aggravated battery. And shocker, apparently there are similar incidents on the record for this dude. So that's a serious foot fetish.
He got a foot fetish.
That's
yeah,
serious foot fetish.
Riding sniffing feet. Yeah, y'all be careful with that, man. There's some folks out there, man, with some sick fetish. That foot fetish, that's something real.
Yeah, dog. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Rock, you got a foot fetish?
Yeah, for my wife.
Yeah, I'm saying you used to talk about it on the air.
Yeah, man, ain't nothing wrong
so
with
that. She ought to keep socks on. On the minute she take them socks off, that's like being naked to you, ain't it?
Hey, man.
You know what?
I never looked at it that
way. Yeah, the minute she take them socks on, it's popping off in there.
I ain't never looked at it that way, dog.
Yeah.
Start releasing them pheromones.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Start releasing them pheromones.
Yeah,
we got some action, baby.
All right, and Brett, you got the what the hell news.
Yes, I do, Ricky. It don't matter how old you are or how smart you are. Anybody can fall for a scam these days, but maybe not this scam. So a woman in Japan who's in her 80s just fell for one of the silliest romance scams that we have ever seen. So she recently started talking to a guy on social media who claimed he was an astronaut. So maybe a red flag, but she kept talking to him and then she developed feelings for him. Well, he finally dropped the hammer one day and claimed that he was in trouble. And here's the story that he went with. He said he was in a spaceship on space, is what he said, and was under attack on his ship. and he needed some oxygen. He asked if she'd float him some cash to buy some more oxygen, and she agreed. She sent this man 1 million yen, and that's around $6,700. Officials in Japan shared the story and said to be suspicious if somebody you met online ever asked for money, especially if they texting you from outer space.
That is crazy.
Yeah, it sounds like all the ladies that being catfish think they sending me some money. Do not send Rickey Smiley any money, please.
Right. Please.
Yeah, check with your grandkid. Your grandkid let you know they catfishing folks coming up with all kind of stories and stuff, and you up there in a spaceship, and how he gonna get the oxygen if she paid for it? If he in a spaceship, how he gonna get the oxygen?
Right.
Right.
And how he communicating with you from a spaceship?
Please, please help me understand.
Aliens up there.
Poor
hustling,
lady.
Hustling.
But when you're in love, though, love will make you do things like that. So, you know,
He connected to E.T.'s finger.
When he came over your house, he had a wave cap on. That wasn't no red flag. Already, Chicken and Mama Mix going down with y'all lying on the one and two. Happy Wednesday, everybody. What up, y'all?
I'm good, man. You don't know, just had to wake the whole city up, man. And of course, they hit me up on the gram at JAH Lion Sound.
On the gram, JAH Lion Sound. Edge, I appreciate you, man.
My pleasure, man. You don't know.
Yes, sir. Black Tony, what's the word?
I'm back in the hospital, son.
What?
I'm back in the hospital right now. I'm sorry, I was trying to reach out to you last night, Shawty, but
you're not coming to work?
I just said I'm at the hospital, Shawty. I'm in the ICU right now. They got me on
what
the
happened?
machine right now. Well,
are you in ICU? Are you in ICU? Or are you in a regular room?
Nah, I'm in the ICU.
But how they let you use your phone in ICU?
Right now. Huh?
How you using your phone in ICU?
Because I'm really a strong person. But listen, take me out the radio real quick because I don't want my medical business to be everybody's business. You could just let Alfredas.
Hold on.
She used to be a nurse or something.
I was never a nurse.
Gary used to be a nurse.
She looked like I know somebody on there was a nurse. Hey, look, so let me tell you what happened, Sheldon.
Yeah.
So I went to the little fancy hotel last night with my rich girlfriend. I got a rich girl, my little ex-girlfriend. She got a lot of money. We went to the Four Seasons. Yeah, we went to the Four Seasons, Sheldon.
Yeah.
And they got one of them toilet stools in there with shoot water up in your booty, right? But I ain't know nothing about that.
Bidet?
I ain't know about that.
It's called a bidet. What's it called, Alfreda?
A bidet?
Yeah. When I first sat on it, and it did it, I said, boy, that's weird right there. I don't like that. But then I mashed the thing again, and it did it again, and it kind of felt good because it got warm. And then I just kept doing it, and I sat on there for like 3 hours and kept doing it because it felt so good. But you ain't supposed to do it that much.
You should tell that on the radio.
No, not on the radio, Shawty. You got me just talking to y'all.
Oh,
but look,
no. We just talking to you.
But the problem is, Shawty, you ain't supposed to do it that much because what happened was it flushed out my whole inside, and now my colon dehydrated, and that's got to be on the IV.
So you done did a colon cleanse.
Yeah, they say that while I'm feeling weak and dizzy because I flushed it out my whole colon, but it felt so good I just kept mashing and it kept shooting up in there.
Did your stomach go down, Black Tony?
Yeah, I look like Tommy Davidson right now.
Yeah, you should be hungry, man. You finna go to Burger King?
Yeah, but my colon's so dry, Shawty. I knew it was bad when I pooted and dust came out.
Yeah, you done clean that colon, man. You done clean that colon, man. That's good. You got all that liquor and all that liquor, that weed.
I went to wipe, but it's too dry though. They said they supposed to be that dry. When I went to wipe my booty, it looked like I had erased the chalkboard.
Oh my God.
I'll be there tomorrow, I promise. I'll be there tomorrow.
Hold it! Half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
Gary has the T and the color of the day, Gary. Turn your mic on, Gary.
Baby. Ooh,
There
Lord,
you go.
honey. Yes, look at Jesus.
You know how you can't talk unless you turn your mic on.
I know, but okay, anyway. Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Wednesday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Ricky, this is a very sad story, and I kind of heard y'all talking a little bit about it, but it brought tears to my eyes. Brittany Renner, honey. Y'all all know Brittany Renner, the beautiful Brittany Renner, honey. She blew up, honey, at her NBA player, P.J. Washington, and his wife, baby Miss Alicia Chanel, y'all, who brought, honey, now Alicia brought P.J. a beautiful 2025 Rolls-Royce Cullinan for his 27th birthday. Well, baby Miss Alicia Chanel, y'all, she posted the photos of P.J.'s $472,000 birthday gift on social media, and baby Miss Brittany could not contain her jealousy. Now, they're saying Brittany, who's 33 years old, she recently divorced, honey, Muslim rapper Kevin Gates. Now, he was a married man, and she lashed out at PJ and Alicia, honey, when they arrived at her house, honey, to pick up his son, recently. His son name is Paul Jermaine Washington III, recently. Now, in a video, y'all, Brittany, y'all, handed her son over to his father, y'all. The child began crying for his mama as PJ and Brittany exchanged words, and here's how that went down, Ricky. It was sad.
And it's up with me. Just know that it's up. What'd you say?
I didn't stutter.
I didn't hear you say it again.
Suck my
If you had one, maybe I would.
Where that
Yeah. Hey, what the you looking at?
That's on my way.
Get your out my driveway.
You don't pay for
You don't pay for sir. $170,000 to your but $11,000 in your son's bank account.
Yeah,
now, let me
she
give
showed
you
who she really was. Go ahead.
Yeah, now Brittany, now this is the deal. Now this was Brittany said this was the third time, honey, that their beautiful son, honey, when the daddy PJ came to pick up the son, and the son cried profusely because he was Ricky was terrified of his daddy. He wanted to be with his mama.
Daddy. No, he's being coddled all the time by the mama and the grandmama. So what? He crying. The more they cry, the less they pee, as my grandma used to say. So what? At least he showed up to pick his son up. So what he supposed to do? You supposed to not let him go because he's crying and he don't want to go. WANT, a word that's not allowed in my house. I would like. You don't get the choice. That's that kind of behavior breeds entitlement. She wrong. She ain't have no business going out there to the car with bad intentions, saying anything to him. The business of him being there is to pick up his son. His son. That's why he there. And then he reached for the backpack, but you didn't give him the backpack. You snatched that back so you could walk him out to the car and antagonize him and antagonize his wife in front of the child, teaching the son to be disrespectful to the dad and just your behavior. And I wish he'd keep that video and take it to court and win custody of his son if he don't have full custody already. And a lot of men tired of stuff like that. That's why a lot of men walk away, because we don't want to go to jail. Got to put up with that kind of behavior and using the child as a pawn to get back at the dad, and then you bringing up money. That's a private conversation. Why would you have that conversation in front of the son? It's women like that. And then when they get 16, you can't do nothing with the child. You need to go with your daddy. But he ain't good enough to be with the daddy because they give men visitation. Listen at the word visitation. Visitation. What does visitation start with? It starts with visit. Visit.
Hold on. We don't know the whole story.
But she ain't had no business doing that. Now, what she did on that video...
We don't know the whole story. Now, what if he has been not a good dad like you? What if he has been a crappy dad? What if
he showed up, Brat, and that wasn't the time? You got to encourage that kind. Even if he ain't been the perfect dad, when he do show up, and be encouraged, hey, everything's going to be okay. You're going to have a great time. They're going to show you a good time. Have fun. I'll see you when you get back. FaceTime me. FaceTime me in the car. Okay? Let the dad get the mom on FaceTime to make the baby feel more comfortable, but don't antagonize him and criminalize him in front of the child, because you're training the child and conditioning the child for the dad, that the dad is a bad person.
But what if the dad has been crappy to the mother in front of the child? What? It's a two. We don't know this. Go ahead,
But
Gary.
my thing is this. But my thing, why did you bring your woman over there to get your child? You could have got your child. Well, she could have stayed at home and waited till he came get his child.
They don't have to stay at home. That's
this is
because you know they don't like each other.
Yeah, they don't like. She didn't have to come.
No.
He could just pick the child up. We don't know this whole story.
But she didn't get out the car. She was in the car.
Yeah, but she said something to him.
She said something.
Wait a minute. She came out to the car. He came to the door. She didn't have to come outside at all to antagonize him, and she antagonized him all the way to the car, and then when you see somebody saying something to your husband, you gonna naturally defend your husband. She's in the car. She didn't get out the car.
Yeah, but she didn't even have to come. She should have just stayed home. PJ,
She don't have to stay at home. What if they going?
She
They're going to a birthday party.
But
They go back and pick her up.
But
if you know there's an issue, then you should try to not create an issue for the child as well. If this is all for the child, you don't have to come. Let the son pick the child up, and then y'all can go back. Let the daddy pick the child up, and then y'all can go back home. If you know you coming is an issue to this household, then it should all be for the child, and y'all all should do everything to keep all the drama away from the child.
Right. Well, I tell you what, when he went to that front door, he knocked on the door. She handed him the child, handed him the backpack, closed the door. It was that simple. That's all she had to do.
Yeah, but she probably wanted to walk the baby to the car, make sure he got to the car.
Make sure she don't need to make sure. No. See, that right there, what you just doing right there, she don't need to make sure nothing. He's an adult and just as much of the parent as she is. What is that she need to make sure of? And he's an adult and she's an adult, and they created the child together.
Because if the child is crying and he don't want to go, she gonna walk him to the car to make sure he okay. Even though he don't want to go, she gonna be like, honey, it's gonna be okay, blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna walk you to the car and go ahead.
But that ain't what she did. She went out there antagonizing him. She went out there for drunk. All you got to do, look at the video. She went out there. She antagonized him the entire way to the car. Oh, yeah, look at the video. You'll see for yourself.
If she would have said what you just said, Brat, if she would have handled it that way, then none of this would have happened.
Well,
she didn't handle it that way.
They need an intermediary. That's all.
But, Brat, you're right also, because we don't know if this happens on the other side. We don't know the whole story. But she could have easily, at this moment, from what we saw in the video, she could have, all this could have been eliminated.
A judge, a fair circuit, a fair family court judge would look at that video and would not like it. As far as the mother,
depending
because what
on
she
the
did,
judge, depending on the situation.
Well, look at the video. You have to watch the video so you can give it. Because you have to see it for yourself, and you'll see. No, just watch it. Just watch the video.
I'm good.
You're not good if you don't watch the video. If you the judge and you sitting up in court, you want to see the evidence. Look at the video.
They need to go between.
Everybody jumped on the timeline when we commented last night. We was talking about it on social media. Mike jumped. Killer Mike jumped on. Everybody jumped on, and everybody was saying, "Man, that video is absolutely wild." She wilded out on that video. Just got to watch it.
Well, we just need to pray. That's all we're gonna do is pray for all parties, honey, and hopefully everything goes well in a situation like that.
Pray for the child.
Yeah, the child, but I'm sure he did something. Men usually do stuff.
Absolutely.
No.
Pray for the child.
All right.
Pray
That's
for the
the
child.
most important thing.
Absolutely.
All right, the Collier today, honey, is one of my favorite Colliers. My Collier today is mustard. On the high end, you say mustard, and on the low end, you say brown.
You mean mustard?
Brown. Yeah, I think they say we pronounce it wrong. It's mustard.
Mustard.
And what on the low end is what?
Brown.
Yeah.
But wait a minute.
What is
Mustard.
Google it.
That's Dijon mustard, right?
Okay, but it's still brown.
Dijon.
Dijon.
It could be Dijon, Ricky, today.
Yeah, that was the French version.
Yes, okay.
Dijon.
That was the hood child version.
Right.
Dijon.
Dijon. Y'all give it up again with the D.
Health, happiness, and hope. It's Wellness Wednesday on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all. It's every Wednesday. The Rickey Smiley Morning Show is Wellness Wednesday. We got the one and only Dr. MJ Collier is back to help you stay healthy. And Dr. Collier, happy to have you. More Ricky. Alpha 5 Alpha on. I know you got stuff, some good stuff for us today.
Absolutely. And good morning, Ricky. Rock T, Special K, Gary with the T, Alfredas, and the Brat. And thank you, Ricky, for the opportunity to bring healthcare information to the listeners of the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. So, Ricky, it's that time of year. Flu season is coming. Your fall to-do list should include getting the 2025-2026 flu shot. With all the political chat about vaccines, you wonder, where does this leave the 2025-26 flu vaccine? Yes, doctors are recommending that you get it, including Dr. MJ Collier. So, did the Trump administration, including Robert F. Kennedy, change the guidelines? Actually, the CDC and Robert F. Kennedy, who has opposed vaccines, still recommends the flu vaccine for those that are 6 months and older. So children need to get it, adults need to get it, because this is going to be one heck of a flu season. So the panel did vote against multi-dose flu vaccines. That's the ones that comes in a bottle. You can get multiple shots out of there. It has a preservative in it called thimerosal, and they've taken that out of most vaccines anyway. So you want the flu shots to come in individual syringes, so make sure when you go to get it, and you can get it at any drugstore, anywhere you can get a prescription, you can get a flu shot. Okay. Ricky, guess what? The flu vaccine for this season is different from the vaccines given last season. This year's vaccine is what's called a trivalent. It has 3 components, 2 that target 2 different variants of influenza A and 1 that targets an influenza B type variant. So this season's vaccine was altered to target a specific strain of the influenza type that's called H3N2. That's a long, complicated name, but it's a type A flu virus, H3N2. That's expected to be the predominant strain this season as determined by the Infectious Disease Society of America. This also aligns with the WHO, the World Health Organization's recommendation. So when's the best time to get the vaccine, Ricky? Right now, September.
Nah.
This allows you now to get it. Go. This is the time your body has a chance to respond, to build up protective antibodies before it really hits. The flu is out there now. I'm seeing it in my office. And so people, every time somebody gets sick, they're getting tested for the flu, they're getting tested for RSV, and, of course, they're getting tested for COVID. And some people test positive for multiple respiratory tract viral infections. So the protection should last you the entire flu season if you get it now. It usually peaks in February or March. So there you have it, Ricky. I highly recommend that you get the flu shot. And remember, when you go to get any vaccine, the day before you go, start taking an anti-inflammatory such as Motrin, Advil, or Aleve. Start that the day before the vaccination, the day of, and the next day. Okay, and then a non-sedating antihistamine such as Allegra, Claritin, Zyrtec, or Xyzal, also starting the day before, and that way that decreases the chance of you having any real allergy symptoms from taking the vaccine. So that's a prep that you need to do. And what's amazing, Ricky, Dr. Collier's been telling people to do this for 20 years. Yep. And, of course, they used to say, no,
we used to do it before
that.
Before the COVID. Yeah, before the COVID shot. Yep. All right, let's go to the phones. You're on with Dr. Collier. Good morning.
Good morning. So my eye has been jumping for over a month, and I'm not sure what it is, if it's like stress or anything, but it is consistently jumping. And I was trying to figure out, like, what was going on with my eye.
That usually is, amazingly enough, an emotional stress reaction where you have just excess stimulants that are causing your eye to twitch. It's very sensitive to that. That neural pathway is temporary, and you need to block it as quickly as possible, which means you need to get something to calm that down. The medication that I highly recommend is lorazepam. Take that for a couple of weeks, maybe even a month, to try to block that from becoming a permanent thing. Otherwise, you've seen people that look like they're constantly winking at you. That's when that neural pathway has become embedded, and it becomes a permanent thing. And then there are other things you can do to try to shut it down at that point. But one is very difficult to do, and 2 is very expensive to do. So right now, you can be seen by a primary care doctor and get a prescription for lorazepam or something like it that will hopefully block that neural pathway, and then check your emotional status. You might need to talk to a counselor to find out what it is that's got you stressing out.
Yeah, sometimes somebody around you stink. That'll get you out of jumping for sure.
Oh, yeah.
All right, you're on with Dr. Collier. Good morning.
Good morning, Dr. Collier. I'm 45 years old, and I was diagnosed with Hashimoto's. What can I do to prevent it or even treat it?
Okay, Hashimoto's thyroiditis is an infection, or not an infection really, it's an autoimmune response to the thyroid where your body does not recognize self as self. So your body starts to make antibodies to it, which irritates the heck out of the thyroid. It can go one or two ways. It can make your thyroid stop functioning, which gives you hypothyroidism. It can stimulate and irritate the thyroid and give you hyperthyroidism. So either of those can be an outcome due to that. So you need to take the appropriate medications depending upon which symptom that you're having. It's usually self-limiting. It goes away over time, but it can become a permanent condition. The things I recommend are things that will help blunt your immune response, like omega-3 fish oil and probiotics. Probiotics is amazing for autoimmune problems, but there are other, if you're having hyperthyroid symptoms, you have to take the medication. You can go into a very dangerous and life-threatening situation called thyroid storm. That's where your blood pressure goes totally out of control, your heart rate goes out of control, and you can have a heart attack or a stroke. So very important that you control those symptoms. That's going to require a partnership between you and your provider. If your primary care doctor is not comfortable with that, you're going to have to go to an endocrinologist that specializes in thyroid disease.
All right, more of your phone calls with Dr. MJ Collier up next. Hit us up at 8669 Ricky. We're going to be taking more of your phone calls up next. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, 10 before the top of the hour, y'all. We got the one and only Dr. MJ Collier on with us this morning. Let's jump right into it. Good morning. You're on with Dr. Collier.
Good morning. My question is, can fibroids be shrunken naturally? And also, I wanted to know if dairy fed the fibroids and made them grow.
Yes, fibroids can be shrunk. I'm not sure whether naturally is the appropriate way to go. There are hormonal therapies that stimulate and simulate pregnancy, prednisone in particular. Progesterone. Progesterone gives you the same hormonal status as if you were pregnant, and that will shrink fibroids. So will pregnancy, for that matter, shrink fibroids. Over time, if you can hang in there with the fibroid until you go through menopause, they will usually shrink during that period of time as well. But there are unique therapies for fibroids. Now, fibroid embolization is an amazing technology. It is a minor procedure where they literally thread a catheter into the arteries that supply blood to the fibroids. They block it off so the fibroid just dies and sheds. So that is it's minimally invasive. There's minimal recovery time. It's not like having full surgery where you have to have your fibroid and all your uterus. Some fibroids are eligible for that treatment. It requires a diagnostic test like an MRI to determine. So depending upon your symptoms, usually pain when you have intercourse, sometimes just pain period in your pelvic area, or really, really heavy bleeding, then you're usually in a chronic anemic state, and that's when it's time to do something about it surgically.
All right, you're on with Dr. Collier. Good morning.
Good morning. So I'm a diabetic, but I've been having an issue with my stomach. If I don't eat, I get like real dizzy, lightheaded, blurry vision. And my doctor keep associating to my diabetes, and I don't take insulin. I manage it myself with food. And I'm just wondering, how do I get to the bottom of this and find out really what's going on?
Well, the problem, you need chronic glucose monitoring, and there are two technologies that I highly recommend, the Freestyle Libre and the Dexcom 7. Both of these are about the size of a dime or a nickel, and you wear them on your arm, and you can literally just wave your cell phone at the monitor, and it will tell you what your blood sugar level is, because it sounds like you're having episodes of high blood sugar and low blood sugar. When your sugar shifts dramatically, it causes dehydration and shrinkage of the brain, which makes you lightheaded and dizzy. It causes blurred vision because the shape of your eyeball changes as fluid is your eyeball either becomes swollen from retaining fluid due to high sugar, or it shrinks from losing fluid due to low sugar. So that's not a good time to get new eyeglasses until your sugar is stabilized. So you're not controlling it with diet, and doesn't mean you need to be on insulin. There are multiple oral medications, including the GLP-1s, the Ozempic, the Mounjaro, which are excellent for diabetes control, plus as a side effect make you lose weight. And then there's medications like Jardiance and Farxiga, which are pills that you take that make your kidneys secrete the excess sugar that's floating around in your blood, and when your sugar normalizes, they literally cut themselves off. So great therapists, you need to partner with your doctor to make sure you're being optimized as far as your treatment is concerned. Don't be shy about taking medications. When you're diabetic, medication is usually required. It's very difficult to control with diet alone, as you can determine.
All right, Dr. Collier, let everybody know how you can be reached.
Ricky, I can be reached on all social media at AskDrMJ. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Ask Dr. MJ, where there are hundreds of videos on various healthcare topics. And go to the website, lipodrops.com, the only place to find official LipoDrops product and where you can get more information on supplements that can maximize your immune protection. Okay, Ricky, Ask Dr. MJ, subscribe to my YouTube channel. These are the opinions of Dr. MJ Collier, not those of Rickey Smiley, the Rickey Smiley Morning Show cast, or its production crew. Stay! Don't you dare go away. You're listening to Dr. MJ on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, 25 minutes after the hour, y'all got your front page right here. What up, Alfredas?
Hey, Ricky. It is Wednesday, September 3rd. Here's what's going on in the news. Police in Prince George's County are still searching for 19-year-old Dakara Rose Thompson, missing now for more than a week. She was last seen August 22nd getting out of her white Ford Edge at a Shell station in Lanham. The next morning, her car turned up in Hyattsville with her purse, her wallet, and her house keys still inside. But her phone was gone, and it hasn't been used since. Family and volunteers have been holding vigils and canvassing neighborhoods, while police say the case is a top priority. Takara's mother is pleading for her safe return, saying, "We love you and we're waiting to have you back in our arms." Anybody with info is supposed to call Prince George's County Police. Switching gears, President Trump is celebrating what might be his biggest financial win yet, at least on paper. His family's new crypto venture, World Liberty Financial, just launched a token valued at over $6 billion. The Trumps own about a quarter of it, which makes it their biggest asset so far. But not everybody's sold on it. Now, critics say it looks fishy since a lot of profit comes from deals between Trump's own companies, and most of those tokens can't even be cashed out yet. So ethics folks and lawmakers are worried that he's lining his pockets while still in office, especially since his team is the one that loosened up crypto rules to help his family's bottom line. And over in L.A., police are on the lookout for a guy who crashed a wedding and walked away with more than just memories. Ricky, the couple says he stole over $100,000 in cash, gifts, cards, and checks from their guests.
Ow.
Well, surveillance footage shows him making off with the loot in plain sight. He had a box, and while everybody was celebrating, he just went totally unnoticed because they thought he was with the wedding party or just, a guest. So he slipped out without even anybody realizing until it was too late. Even surveillance, even security guards, they saw him and they thought he was just part of the wedding. So $100,000 in cash, checks, gifts. Pretty crazy. For info on these stories and more, go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com. Now, here's a look at sports.
Rock T, the sports genius, is in the building.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Well, man, one of the legends, Coach George Raveling, passed away. He's also a former Nike executive who played a pivotal role in signing Michael Jordan back in the day, man. Passed away, lost his battle to cancer at the age of 88, peacefully in his home. So George Raveling, rest in heaven, my brother. Former NFL quarterback Cam Newton had former NFL defensive lineman Warren Sapp on his podcast, and they went back and forth discussing the difference between quarterbacks who are game changers or quarterbacks who are game managers. And Warren Sapp got a little bit confused.
The guy that won the Super Bowl with you,
Brad Johnson.
was he a game changer or a game manager?
There's three things on my football team you don't touch. My head coach, my kicker, and my quarterback.
You're not answering my question.
What about a man's world championship or gold jacket that you can throw dirt on to say what about it?
Hold on, stop. You're taking a game manager as a sign of disrespect, and it's not. No, it's not.
Name me that guy.
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady, game manager.
Elite
The
game manager.
greatest game manager.
Yes.
Okay, so game manager is not a bad term.
Now, we said that now.
Hold on. No, I just learned this.
Come on.
You learn something new every day.
No, what you have failed to realize if you didn't watch the whole clip.
Hey, one second. Got a little bit confused, man. But
Man, when I tell you that's some good stuff, I love arguing sports. I can argue sports all day. I wish I was on one of those shows.
Come on, dog. Let's go, man. Well, speaking of arguing sports, man, how you feel about your Alabama Crimson Tide? This is
I don't know. When I saw them out there warming up with their cell phones in their hand, I already knew the season was over then.
It's the downs. They feel
Why you out there warming up with your cell phone in your hand, man? And you ain't got to have no music right now.
I mean, listen, man.
I mean, when you come out on the field with your suit on to walk the field, that's the time to listen to your music.
They're gonna lose about 4 or 5 games this year, dog.
More than that.
Yes, sir.
More than that. Coach ain't built for the SEC.
Yeah, man.
They should have hired Jeremy Pruitt. He would have been a great head coach for Alabama. He tough, and he had one of the best defensive schemes I ever seen behind Kirby Smart.
Well, hope you have a good season, sir.
Well, it won't be this year. We just be We just gonna focus on the NFL.
That's it. And speaking of that, that kicks off tomorrow. Dallas Cowboys, Philadelphia Eagles.
And then they're gonna kick it off with the Dallas Cowboys. For what?
Come on, man.
What is we doing? What is going on? Now we got to wait a whole nother year.
What?
What's up?
Hey,
What's
man,
up?
the return of Rock T NFL
What's up,
picks
Jesus?
is tomorrow. And it's going down. So
Jesus, can we go and get the end of 2026? Jesus.
Rickety
We
Tap.
just skip this whole football year, man. Go.
Brat got the hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
And that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, y'all. Rickey Smiley in the morning show. This segment is being brought to you by.
This is sponsored by DraftKings. DraftKings, the crown is yours.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, Rock T. Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the Hot Spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, y'all, another leaked jail call of Young Thug has hit the internet. In this recording, he allegedly criticized Kendrick Lamar for not giving him a feature on the album, and he claims Kendrick will never be bigger than Drake. And here's what happened.
Oh, that fake. I ain't getting no rapper songs, so I don't be liking them type of like that. You get too big, I don't want to do no feature. Why? Why you don't want to do no feature? Why wouldn't you want to do a feature for a superstar? You really got Lil Durk calling you for a song. Lil Baby, Thug, real superstar calling you for a song. Why wouldn't you do the song? We lit. We going number 1 too. You know, it's just like, I don't be understanding that type of supposed to be a who blessing. That's why them will never be bigger than Drake, ever in life. You know how many like Drake change? How many take care of their family because of butter? Kendrick got them, put it on. You're a superstar. You don't ran up you a few hundred him, but you ain't put nobody on though.
Oh my God, Brad, do they have a point with that? Talk about that, Brad.
You know, I don't know. I mean, everybody feel how they feel, and if you don't want to help nobody, you don't have to. I mean, some people don't want to. Some people want to just do their thing, and don't want to do no features, and they're entitled to that. It's their life, it's their career.
But do a feature help you, or does it help the artist that's doing the song?
Well, it depends on how big the artist is, but if they all big, they will all help each other, in my opinion. Now, if you somebody that ain't as big as somebody, they might not want to do it with you because that's not helping them too. That's just helping you. How is that helping them if you ain't as big as them? But like he's saying, they all are big superstars and they all are artists. So a collabo would do nothing but be great, I think, in my opinion. And if you believe in somebody, if you are up and coming and somebody else is a bigger star than you, they may just want to help you just to look out for you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Jermaine Dupri didn't have to look out for me. He didn't have to put me on a song with Chris Cross because I was up and coming. But he did. And for that, I'm grateful. And that's how other people come up and become superstars. So it just depends on the person and what they feel like doing and what they feel is good for them. And it's also the management. It's also the record label. They may feel like, oh, you shouldn't do a song with that person because they ain't as big as you. You helping them. What are you getting out of it? So it just depends on all those things, your team, what you believe in, and how you feel.
But I thought y'all all were like a fraternity and a sorority. Y'all help your brother and your sister
That's
out.
not how it goes. Some people have bigger egos than others, and some people feel like they on top and they don't need no help.
Hey, Brad, I know you ain't got to say no names, but have you reached out to an artist to want to do a collaboration and they said, nah, they'll pass?
They don't really say no, but sometimes their schedules are too busy or our schedules collide. But in the inside, you might feel like, oh, they just don't want to help. But they're entitled to that. You entitled, Ricky, if somebody want to do a comedy special with you and they up and coming and you don't feel like it's going to benefit you in some kind of way, then you have the right to opt out and not do it. You may want to do something with somebody bigger that's going to help you, somebody who's more on your level.
But what happened to reaching back and, honey, lifting your brother because he ain't heavy?
Some people do that and some people don't.
He ain't heavy. But while everybody's doing features, always important to remember to feature these nuts.
Oh my God. And it's always important that who you see on the way up is who you gonna see on the way back down.
That's right.
And those people that you
don't see both of them.
You know what? We're gonna wrap up the hot spot on these.
You gonna feature these nuts on the way
up?
Oh, Ricky.
More information.